At last, you finally received that accepted offer on your real estate contract for your buyers. So what's next? Hang on to find out more. In a moment, I'm going to share with you some key strategies that you should implement when you've received an accepted offer for your clients. Here we go. First, send the listing agent a summary of all of the items that the seller has agreed to do per the terms of the contract. Believe it or not, most listing agents don't read all the lines of the contract, and they may forget an important element that the seller has agreed to do. A few examples of these could include the seller agrees to have a survey done on the property, the seller has agreed to have the carpets professionally cleaned, and the seller has agreed to have the septic pumped and inspected. You don't want these things to show up at the very end of the transaction where the seller and the listing agent are shocked that they have to do these items. Put it out there up front in an email on all of the items that the seller has agreed to do so there's no confusion throughout the process of the transaction. Next, notify the listing agent of all the critical timelines per the terms of the contract. Most agents get this completely wrong because they don't understand when the exact date of acceptance is. An example of this could include your closing date, the deadline for the earnest money, and the deadline for the home inspection. It's very important from the beginning of the transaction that you and the listing agent are all on the same page and all are in agreement on when these deadlines and timelines are beginning and when they end. Next, send the listing agent all of the agreed upon personal property that the seller has agreed to leave per the terms of the contract. On several occasions, I have had listing agents miss this as it's not in the listing, but I'll add that we want the seller to leave the washer and dryer, and they're not aware that it's even in the contract. Again, you want to avoid confusion at the end of the closing, because if the sellers remove the washer and dryer, this is a much bigger headache than if they just know from the very beginning that this is something that they have agreed to leave per the terms of the contract. Next, request a copy of the seller's property disclosure form if you have not already done this. This is important for you to read each line and prepare your clients should there be any issues or questions that you have on the property disclosure form. Thanks again so much for watching my video. Once again, this is Ken Mucha, Principal Broker, Team Bertola High Desert Realty in beautiful Bend, Oregon. For more free real estate tips, simply follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and my Instagram accounts. I hope you have an awesome day.